Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to talk about if you should buy a car with cash or if you should take out a loan. So this has kind of always been a popular question, and in the past few months I think the answer to the question has really changed. So before I get into it, the kind of upsides to each one is with cash, you pay it off in cash, you don't pay any interest, and then the upside of taking a loan on it is that you build your credit history and you can do other things with the cash instead of just putting it right into a car. So let's say if there were 3% interest on a car loan and you were confident that you could get 7% interest in the stock market, then you could actually build your credit and get more money overall by investing it. And in the past, I think there was a lot of truth to this. However, with our 40-year high in inflation, the Fed has responded by increasing the federal interest rate. And what this does is it makes it more expensive to borrow money. So since it's more expensive to borrow money, the main way that we will see it is if you look at the interest rate on a mortgage or the interest rate on a car. So in this chart, at the first quarter of this year, which is January through the end of March, the average APR on a car loan for a new car for people with just good credit, not like amazing credit, but just good, of 660 to 780. The average APR was 3.5% for a new car or 5.5% for a used car. And the reason why interest is lower on a new car than a used car is because the bank or financing company can just repossess your new car and it will be worth more, so there's less risk for them. But anyway, the 3.5% or 5.5% for just people with good credit is not bad. With 3.5% interest, there's a good chance that the market would beat this interest rate. And then if you have really good credit, you can get it all the way down to 2.5% interest or about 3.5% interest on a used car. Now, of course, if your credit's bad, then the cost would go way up. However, this is still how it is today. But what we've seen with the Feds raising interest rates all the way from 0% at the beginning of this year to almost 2%, and in all likelihood, by the end of this year, it will be about 3%. So this will make loan prices just continue to go up. And we've already really seen the effect of this. The average interest rates in July of 2022, this year, is about 8% for people with 750 or higher credit. And then for people with 700 to 750, which I would typically say is the standard person, then the interest rate is over 10%. So that really adds up. And if you have an interest rate below 700, then the interest rate is almost 15%. So a lot of people don't know what their credit score is, and that's fine. But the average credit score for Gen Z is 680. The average credit score for a millennial is 686. So both of these people are below 700. So that would mean they'd be paying about 15% interest on a car, which is a lot. A really lot. That typically is what I would think of as a credit card loan. And then once you get to Generation X and baby boomers, then it's above 700, but it's still below the 750. So these people would be paying about 10% interest on their cars. So while it might have been a decent idea to get a car loan to improve your credit overall and to invest the money in other places in the past, with these sky-high interest rates on car loans, it's simply not worth it right now. For your investment to beat a 10% car loan, then your investment would have to be getting 12 to 15% gain on it, because you also will have to eventually pay taxes on your investment. So kind of in review, if you can, now I know not everybody can of course, but if you can, I would definitely pay cash for your car today. And for the next year or two. I mean, once inflation has been combated, there's a good chance that the interest rates will lower again. However, inflation is not going to be fixed anytime soon. I mean, just in June, it hit a new 40-year high of 9.1%. So we haven't even begun to fix it, really. It's still getting worse. So as long as inflation is getting bad, that means that the interest rates will get higher, which will mean that you'll have to pay out more money for a loan than in the past. So now it's time for everybody's favorite segment, the joke of the day. Joke of the day, doop doop, joke of the day, joke of the day, joke of the day, boop boop. When I wrecked my last car, I solved the mystery of whether or not a Mercedes-Benz. So, thanks for watching my channel. Subscribe for more content on any and everything about money. Leave a like if you like the video, and leave a comment if you have a comment about the video or ideas for future videos.